Okay, I've got the lens off of the camera, and what you see up here is the focusing screen, and down here is the mirror. I've got the camera turned on and I've got it set on bulb, and what that lets me do is keep the mirror up as long as I need to observe what's going on with the mirror's position. So the problem with the mirror causing or getting stuck when a lens is mounted is that the mirror actually is mounted to a metal holder with double-sided tape. It's a little crazy given that Contax is such a high-end manufacturer. I don't know, maybe there's not a better way to do it. But because they did that in hot environments, if people didn't take good care of their cameras and they left them in a hot car, for example, in this position, sitting up, the mirror would slide down on its mount because the adhesive would get hot, and so the mirror could move out of position. So anyway, I'm going to flip the mirror up now by pushing the shutter button. Now the mirror's up, and you can see the underside here is black metallic, and right here is, it's hard to show, right there is the edge of the mirror. Notice how there's a little bit of an overlap here. That's the edge of where the mirror is mounted, metal, and this is the mirror itself. So when I opened this camera up, got it out of the box today, and had a look at this, the mirror was sticking up, I would say, that same distance again, if not a little more. So it was sitting proud kind of this area right here, this flat area, and that's what was causing the problem, because when you mount a lens, grab the lens here, when you mount a lens, the flange goes inside, the mount itself, the bayonet goes inside of the lens mount on the camera, and that's what the mirror sticks on. So how do you fix this? Turns out it's pretty easy. I don't know if this is a permanent fix. It's probably not a permanent fix. If I left the camera out in the car, maybe it would happen again. If I left it in a hot car, maybe it'll happen again just naturally. There's some talk of the adhesive on the tape having some memory and maybe wanting to slide back down. Anyway, what I did was I put the camera on bulb just like I have it now, and I got a heat gun. I think you could use a blow dryer as well. And I carefully heated this up, and I did that by holding the heat gun anywhere from 8 inches down to 2 quickly, and then back out to 8, and I kind of just went back and forth and kept kind of reaching in and touching the edge of the mirror to see if it felt loose. And over time, about 5, 6, 7 minutes of slowly heating this up, I could start to feel that it was loosening. And so I started kind of pushing on it and heating it a bit and pushing a bit more and heating a bit until it seemed to hit a stop at the top. You can see there's not really much room for it to go further up. So I think I did get it all the way. I think it's just by design that it overhangs a little bit. And what I'm going to have to do is watch this and make sure it doesn't start sliding back down. I'd say that's about a 1/16, between a 32nd and a 1/16, or a couple of millimeters, whatever measurement you prefer. And I'm going to call that pretty good, given that the mirror is pretty flush to the top of this pivot. So that having been done, I didn't test that the mirror would stick, to be honest. I just didn't want to do any more damage than maybe the prior owner had done. So I just assumed he was right, that the mirror would stick, and did the fix. Anyway, I mounted the lens after doing this 10-15 minute quick fix, and it works perfectly fine with the lens mounted. So that's how you carry out the mirror slip fix. The other alternative is to try to get an X-Acto knife between this hinged plate that the mirror is on and the mirror itself, and kind of slice through that tape. That's something I wasn't really willing to try, at least yet. So if I have trouble, maybe I'll try it. I don't think I'll have to. Oh, the thing I did after I got the mirror where I wanted it is I took the body and put it in the refrigerator, and I tilted it up. I don't know if this is going to work to show what I'm talking about. Tilted it up and put it in the door of the refrigerator so that the mirror was basically vertical. And I put it in the refrigerator hoping that a quick cool off might freeze the adhesive in place a little better. I left it in the refrigerator about 15 minutes. Then I pulled the camera out and let it sit on my desk and warm back up. Then I mounted the lens and tested it, and it was all good. So there you have it. That's how I did a Contax mirror slip fix. I hope it was helpful to folks, or at least you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.